What's going on, everybody? This is Dennis Smith. Welcome back to the alternate timeline, and I decided to make another video for you guys today, talking about Marvel and some of the things that are going on with Marvel with this multiversal saga, and then some things that I feel like we should be excited for when Phase 6 comes around. So before I really get into it, if you would, super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me, and be on the lookout for more of these videos, man. We'll be doing more of these videos. So we know Marvel Studios is kind of going through a lot right now as far as scheduled shifts and delays and stuff like that. And, giving each of their projects more time to breathe and also more time to be worked on as well. So Phase 4, they tried some different things and they gave the fandom a lot within a small amount of time. And, it got mixed opinions, mixed reviews, are all over the place in Phase 4. I personally enjoyed Phase 4. I thought that they had at least equal to or even more highs in Phase 4 as opposed to other phases, but I could understand that they might have had more lows in Phase 4 than other phases before it. So I can understand some of the criticism that's going on with Phase 4. So seeing and learning some of the new characters and also pushing forward characters that we already knew, I personally really enjoyed it. I will always remember Phase 4 will have a special place in my heart because we started this channel and this brand during Phase 4, and even the name, the alternate timeline, TAT, we kind of pulled from things that happened in Phase 4, like alternate timelines and alternate realities, timelines going crazy, stuff like that. A lot of those concepts we pulled from that, and so it serves as an inspiration to this brand. So Phase 4 will always have kind of a special place in my heart. So I will always think of it positively. That's just me. But there are some things that have really stuck with me that I really want to talk about. Things being said by fans, and then also something that Kevin Feige has said back during San Diego Comic-Con last year. And then I kind of want to give a couple reasons why fans should be excited for what's to come, especially during Phase 6. So the very first thing, just looking at the discourse going on around the MCU and the multiversal saga, Marvel is definitely hearing the feedback from the fans and taking a step back and making some changes, which is causing delays and schedule shifts that we're seeing today. And look, I get it. It's got to be very tough being in their position. It is very ambitious to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, all the way through Secret Wars and beyond that as well. And one thing I feel like not many people are really talking about is that they have so many pieces scattered, so many pieces on the board right now, and wanting to expand on that as well. So I feel like they got extremely lucky in the very first saga with all the cast of characters that they had sticking together till the end. But this saga that they have going on now is a lot larger than the previous one. And to keep all of these actors and actresses on board all the way through Secret Wars has to be one of the toughest things to pull off when so many things can come out of left field and go wrong. So I kind of understood wanting to finish up this saga and having it all wrapped up by like 2025 or 2026, but it also just feels necessary and it feels right for them to slow down, take their time, and focus on quality and the good storytelling that we know that they're capable of, and giving the VFX artists time to just do their thing, right? So people can feel however they want to feel about Phase 4 and the multiversal saga so far, and I definitely understand the criticism, but there is one thing that I definitely do agree with, and that is the Avengers movies, or the lack of Avengers movies. So something Kevin Feige said at the end of San Diego Comic-Con last year was that they really just wanted to have Avengers movies at the end of a saga to cap off the saga, as opposed to the end of phases like before. That's why we're only getting Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars as Avengers movies. So I believe people in general just really miss the Avengers type of team up like movies that we used to get at the end of phases. Those movies really did push stories forward. We could also just see characters interact with other characters that we typically wouldn't see in their solo projects. And it also just helped move along the character development for some of these heroes. So to me, not having these Avengers movies right now is definitely glaring, and you can certainly feel their absence right now. That first Avengers movie was a big time movie that did a lot for the MCU. I know people look back on Age of Ultron nowadays and really enjoy a lot of aspects of that movie as well, but the MCU fed us very well with those two movies and held us over until Infinity War and Endgame. So I know we miss Avengers movies and all, but I wanted to shed a light on what I believe they're doing and what we will see, especially during Phase 6. So do you guys remember that little film called Captain America Civil War? So a lot of people count that as sort of an Avengers type movie because of the large cast of heroes in it. Now we even got Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man as part of the mix. So I think fans should keep a movie like that in mind, and just based off of some of the things that Kevin Feige has said, especially about there being so many different corners of the MCU with characters in every pocket, and mixed with scoops that we continue to see, although take every scoop with a grain of salt for sure, but some of these movies are going to serve as mini Avenger type movies, especially all throughout Phase 6. For example, a project that was supposed to be a TV show but was deemed as too big to be just a series, and now they pushed it to be a film, Armor Wars. I think Armor Wars will be far from a solo movie, and we can expect to see multiple people in that movie. Now, Rhodey is definitely the main character, and we're going to see a lot in this movie from his point of view, but from what we've been hearing from people that have inside information is that this movie might serve as a West Coast Avengers movie as well. So that's a lot of people being involved, a lot of players being involved. We've also been hearing that a sequel to Shang-Chi is going to be happening as well. And based off of what happened in the first Shang-Chi movie, we're going to see some players in this. You know, we expect the 10 Rings to have a lot of significance in this multiversal saga. And also just what happened at the end of Shang-Chi with Wong taking our boy to meet with Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. It's fair to say that we'll see more players involved when Shang-Chi 2 comes around. Another movie happening in Phase 6, Deadpool 3. Now we know there's no way in hell this is going to be a solo movie of Deadpool. We already know that Wolverine's going to be a part of it. We know that Fox characters are going to be a part of it. We know that MCU is going to be a part of it. We know Incursions is going to be a part of it. So there's just no way that that's going to be a small, isolated type film. That is going to feature a lot of characters. So we can expect that type of movie from Deadpool 3 as well. Doctor Strange 3 is a tricky one. I could see that going either way since he's jumping into a different dimension with Clea. I don't expect a big type of team up film, but I definitely can see the movie bringing in some other players. Thinking along the lines of a Midnight Suns, maybe we get introduced to Ghost Rider. That would make a lot of sense when dealing with other dimensions. But Doctor Strange 3 is a tricky one, especially if you take in some of the latest scoops and rumors that have come out about Doctor Strange, is that he may not even show up in Kang Dynasty, but he'll be a big time player in Secret Wars, which could make a lot of sense if Doctor Strange is in a whole different dimension dealing with what he's dealing with there, that he may not even be involved with what's happening in Kang Dynasty, but when he comes back, he'll be ready to go for Secret Wars. It was also reported that there will be an Eternals 2, which is another option to be a mini cosmic Avenger level movie, and it wouldn't be surprising if they feature some characters that was like the Guardians of the Galaxy or what's left of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, Adam Warlock makes a lot of sense. Maybe some players that are from the Marvels movie as well. So I definitely expect Eternals 2 to have a big group as well. And I know it hasn't been actually confirmed yet, but we do know Tom Holland will be around for a while as Spider-Man, and we've been hearing that he may be a lead role in Kang Dynasty. But Spider-Man 4 is another movie that I'm sure is going to be a big one, and I'm sorry to tell you, to the people that really wanted a small isolated Spider-Man story, I know how they left off with Spider-Man No Way Home with that golden opportunity, but the timing of this movie is very key, and there is just no way it's placed in between Kang Dynasty, which we hear he plays a huge role in, maybe a lead type role, and Secret Wars, and it's some isolated, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man type movie. It's going to be a huge one, and it's going to play a big role in the Secret Wars story. So I wouldn't expect that small Spider-Man film that you're hoping for. Now that is, unless they are able to fit that movie in before Kang Dynasty, then there is a possibility then, but still, who knows? So yeah, I know we've been missing our beloved Avengers movies, but we should be excited for what's to come in Phase 6, because it's looking like it could possibly be, you know, Fantastic Four here, mini Avengers movie here, Disney Plus show here, mini Avengers movie, Disney Plus show, mini Avengers movie, Kang Dynasty. And then, you know, mini Avenger movies in between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars in this whole battle world area as well. So we should have a lot to look forward to, and I do think Phase 6 has a good chance of being the biggest phase that Marvel's ever done. So I think you should be excited for that. And there's a lot of good things to come. It's partially due to how things are being set up with everything so scattered out right now and pieces everywhere on the board, that when these movies come around, they're going to have to bring a lot of that together. And the storytelling is going to have to be really good and pushing characters along into the Avengers movies. So I think you should look forward to that. There's probably other Phase 6 projects that are going to be big as well and feature multiple people and feel like an Avengers type event. But like I said, I'm looking forward to it. You guys should be looking forward to it. And that's all I got for you in this video today. Thank you for tuning in. I am working on another Marvel video that will go deeper into Armor Wars and just the importance of MCU titles going forward. Make sure to be on the lookout for that when that comes out. And make sure you super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more of these type of videos. And we got anime reactions on the channel. We're gonna bring the podcast back up. Gonna be going live every Sunday. Make sure you look out for that. And make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you think about the MCU in general. Are you excited for Phase 6 as I am? And just let me know. Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great one. Peace.